Hi, people. Welcome to an episode of Immigration Guide. It's Michelle. So today we'll be talking about temporary residence in Manitoba. Are you a temporary resident in Manitoba? Head over here because this video is for you. Share, guys. Share this video, like, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel because the aim of this channel is to help people who are in Canada to maneuver around and get settled in Canada, as well as people who are looking to migrate into Canada without necessarily paying money to lawyers and agents. Okay, so guys, please like and share. Share to your friends, share to your family members, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, so like I said, we'll be talking about temporary residents in Manitoba. I know a lot of you don't know who are temporary residents in Canada. A temporary residents in Canada are people who have a work permit. Okay? If you're a temporary resident in Canada, it means you have a permit. Okay? It might either be a work permit or a student permit. Those are temporary residents in Canada. For example, as a student, you can have a work permit. Okay, as a student, you can have a work permit. You can have a work permit through your spouse. If you're a spouse of a student, you can have a open work permit. If you're a spouse of a worker, you can have an open work permit. And you can also have a closed work permit, which is employer specific. Okay, so these are people who are called temporary residents in Canada. So we will be talking precisely about Manitoba. Okay, we all know that the Prime Minister, the Immigration Minister, Mr. McMiller, brought up a policy regarding temporary residents in Manitoba. Okay, Manitoba has secured a new work permit extension, right? They have secured a new work permit extension. So the province of Manitoba actually wrote a letter to the Minister of Immigration demanding that they should extend work permits of 6,700 temporary residents in Manitoba. Is that not exciting? Like literally, because we know that work permits in Canada based on what your work permit is. Like for example, if you're a student with a work permit, after you graduated from school and you have an open work permit, which is under the postgraduate work permit, once it expires, there is no extension. Okay, so if they can extend that for residents in Manitoba, that's gonna be a beautiful thing. Okay, because I know there are a lot of people whose work permits are about to expire and they are trying to figure how to get their permanent residence, but yet they don't have a job. So how can they get residence if they don't have a job? Okay, so this is a beautiful thing. This is one of the best thing I've heard this month of extending temporary residence permit in Manitoba. So if you're in Manitoba, you can benefit from this new policy. Okay, this new policy will offer open work permits to eligible. Um, sorry, this new policy will offer open work permits, right? 6,700 temporary workers within the province who work authorization expires in 2024. So this will not have, if you are in Canada and in Manitoba precisely, under a closed work permit. A closed work permit, it's a permit that is employer specific. It means that you came from out of Canada through a company. Okay, so it's called a closed work permit. So, like I said, if you're an open work permit, it means that you're either a spouse of a student, a spouse of a worker who has a closed work permit, or you're a graduate with a postgraduate work permit. So these are people who have an open work permit. Okay, so on April 7th, Minister McMillan revealed that Manitoba reached out to his department with a request to extend the work status of temporary residents who are currently employed in Manitoba and whose work permits are expiring in 2024. Manitoba is counting on these temporary residents on a work permit to meet the provincial labor needs. It means that Manitoba has seen that there is a labor need. So those who have an open work permit in their province should benefit from this labor needs instead of trying to hire out of the province or hire out of the country. So this is a very good policy. Honestly, this is going to be beneficiary to so many people in Manitoba who actually work permit about to expire. Okay, and Mr. Macmillan said they will be introducing a new policy, public policy, that will allow eligible temporary workers in Manitoba provincial nomination expression of interest pool to have a work permit. Guys, if you have not applied for the Manitoba provincial nomination expression of interest, run now. When I mean go there now and apply. Okay, go there and apply because it looks like the minister is gonna be sending people who are in the Manitoba expression of interest pool open work permits. That's a good one. So if you're not there, head over there right now. He said also that they anticipate that these applicants will get a formal nomination from Manitoba and settle down as permanent residents in the next 2 years. Like when I tell people that it's exciting, it is actually exciting. And the reason why it's exciting is because I know a lot of people in Canada. Honestly, if you're in Canada and you've had an open work permit and that permit has expired, you know the frustration that it is to get a new one. And also, the worst thing is that you're not able to get your permanent residence because you don't qualify for one reason, but yet your work permit expires. What can you do? You can't do anything. And when your work permit expires, especially if it's an open work permit, okay, based on where you got, which route you got your open work permit, once that expires, you have to apply for a new one. And there are conditions to that. Okay, there are conditions to that. And the new one might not give you permanent residence. Honestly, the new postgraduate work permit, the new open work permit might not give you permanent residence. So, guys, when I tell you that this is a good policy, and guys, if you are not looking at Manitoba, go there now. Look at it now, especially those who have the qualification. If you schooled in Manitoba, guys, this is your opportunity. If you are a student in Manitoba, this is your opportunity. Make sure you put yourself in the pool. Put yourself in the pool. Send Manitoba an expression of interest because the minister is going to target that. And they said here that all of the applicants in the expression of interest in Manitoba will be offered a formal nomination from the Manitoba province to be able to settle down as permanent residents. Don't you want to be a permanent resident? You don't want to settle in Canada permanently? So this is your opportunity. So if you school in Manitoba, if you're currently in Manitoba or you're interested in Manitoba, this is your time to head there before this policy is put in place so that you can have a chance to be selected. Guys, see, if I tell you that this is the best thing, it is the best thing. You don't want to keep this information to yourself. You want to share this information with your friends and family because honestly, this is the best thing you will hear. This kind of policy doesn't come frequently. When they come, take advantage of it. I know a lot of people don't listen, but guys, please listen to this. Send Manitoba an interest. If you have a family or a friend in Manitoba, send an expression of interest to Manitoba. If you're a skilled worker, if you have studied in Manitoba, okay? If you've studied in Manitoba, if you've worked even for 6 months in Manitoba, create your profile, send them an interest, okay? They are gonna nominate you. They will nominate you and you can be able to have your permanent residence in Canada. So, okay, Recently, Manitoba provincial nomination conducted a huge round of invitation for international education stream on May 2nd. Okay, so they had a huge number under the international education stream. This means it's for international students. Yes. So, according to the official letter that the minister sent out, Immigration Minister of Manitoba officially shares the letter to intend specifying of the public policy as well as additional conditions and qualifying criteria. So actually this policy has a criteria, and I'm going to be telling you the criteria of this new policy. Okay, to support these facilitative steps, the letter will include conditions such as a schedule for performance reporting. Okay, the minister also said he believes that this will be an opportune time and context to also revisit the renewal of the Canada Manitoba Immigration Agreement, as well as to advance discussion on how Manitoba will use its provincial nomination to transition more temporary residents to permanent residents. This simply just telling us that they're trying to revisit, the Manitoba Immigration Agreement to see how they can change like the transition from a temporary resident to a permanent resident through their provincial nominee is easy and fair. Guys, oh God, I don't know what you're still waiting for. Please, guys, go head over to Manitoba. Head over to Manitoba. If you have a friend or family member, head over to Manitoba. With the implementation of the one-time facilitation measure, Canada aims to directly and positively affect prospective nominees by allowing them to work in Manitoba while their provincial nomination application are in process. So this is just simply to help them, to be able to work while your permanent resident is in process. The long term, as the temporary residents move to permanent resident status, this policy will add to Manitoba's varied skilled labor supply. So this might be they might add this to the policy, okay, to the Manitoba policy. Okay, apart from securing temporary policy from the immigration minister, okay, the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program has recently stepped up to help temporary residents with expired and expiring work permits. This was effective April 26. Manitoba is also giving assessment of Manitoba Provincial Nomination Program applications filed by holders of a postgraduate work permit and other work permits that are about to expire priority. So, like I said, if you schooled in Manitoba and you have a postgraduate work permit and you know it's about to expire, head over to the nomination. Send them an interest. They will select you. They are giving priorities to people with work permits are about to expire at this 2024 and to postgraduate work permit holders. To ensure priority processing, the Manitoba Provincial Nomination Program applicants whose work authorization have expired or will expire within the next 45 days must notify the Manitoba Provincial Nomination Program by filling out the skilled worker web form. So guys, if your work permit has expired, right, or is about to expire within the 45 days, make sure you fill the skilled worker web form so that they can extend your work permit. Don't say you do not hear. I'm taking time to explain these things to you so that it will help someone. Okay? Now, everybody's asking, why is it only in Manitoba? Why are other provinces not doing the same thing? This is because Manitoba saw that they need the workers who are currently in Canada, whose work permit are about to expire, not to leave or not to stay without working because they have a labor shortage. They need them to fill the labor shortage, right? So they deem it necessary to send that letter to the minister to help them extend the work permits. Now, this effort addressing larger concerns about the need for coherent immigration plan across Canada will support thousands of important temporary workers in Manitoba while they await their applications for permanency. Discussions of the difficulties encountered by international students on postgraduate work permit with expired or about to expire work permits have sparked requests for similar actions on other provinces. Of course, with this new policy, we knew that other provinces are going to react to this. So I hope that maybe Alberta, Ontario, other provinces will see this, will see what Manitoba is doing to help workers extend their work permit so that they can do the same thing in their provinces. This will be a great opportunity for so many people whose work permits are about to expire. Okay? So, guys, if you fall in this category, like I said, if you are a student, if you were a student in Manitoba and you are on a work permit and your work permit is about to expire, head over and fill the skilled worker labor web form. Okay? And don't forget to put yourself in the pool. Manitoba is going to give priorities to those who are in the pool, who have sent interest to your province. So if you're not there, you will not have this opportunity. Okay? Don't say you did not hear me. Please don't keep this information to yourself. Share this information because I know this information is very helpful for so many people. People will benefit from this. You will benefit from it. Your family will benefit from it. And your friends will benefit from it. Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you all for those who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, head over and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification button so that each time we upload a content, you will be the first to be notified. I wish you all the best, and I appreciate the feedbacks. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send us an email or comment on our video, and we'll be happy to help you. I wish you all the best. See you in the next video. Good luck to everyone.